Man be man is back.
Oh, okay, boys, do it again. Oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered. Something is true, something but oh, look at that, my God.
This is your boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And this is another Fortnite gameplay, and I am continuing where I left off last week, as I am giving you guys my top 10 Nickelodeon cartoons of all time. And we are picking up where we left off last time. Picking up, huh? But anywho, so yeah, this is part 2, and let's get on with it. Number 7, Rocko's Modern Life. This is a classic. We talking about one of the original Nicktoons right here. So in fact, this is the 4th ever Nicktoon right here. So this joint came out in September 18th, 1993, and ended in November 24th, 1996. So, and there was 4 seasons and 52 episodes. Now, if memory serves me correctly, they supposed to bring it back. There was a TV special that was announced August 2016, and it's set to premiere this year. So either they supposed to bring it back, or they just go to do a TV special, just like they did with Hey Arnold. They did that Hey Arnold movie. They finally released that. More on that later. So let's get on with the premise. So basically, Rocko's Modern Life follows the life of a timid Australian immigrant wallaby named Rocko. So basically, all the characters are based off of animal-human hybrids, who encounters various dilemmas and situations regarding otherwise mundane aspects of life. His best friends are Heifer Wolf, who is a fat and enthusiastic steer, not a cow, a neurotic turtle who often feels uncomfortable or disturbed, by the name of Filbert, and Rocko's faithful dog Spunky. Living next door to Rocko are a middle-aged couple, Ed Bighead, a cynical and crass toad who despises Rocko, and his compassionate and more friendly wife Bev, or Bev, how you pronounce the name or whatever. So, like I said, all the characters in Rocko's Modern Life are animatropic animals, aka animal-human hybrids, and you know, they are animals of various species, the vast majority of whom are mentally unstable, which is pretty funny. Murray, Joe Murray, who is the creator and the director of the show, said that he matched personalities of his characters to the various animals in the series to form a social caricature. So that's new. So, but again, some of those episodes was hilarious, and I crappy not. Some of the jokes, even though this was a kids show, this is the 4th ever Nicktoon, and this joint came out in the 90s, like early to mid 90s. But despite that, some of the jokes that were used on here are like straight up for adults. I crappy not. Matter of fact, here's an example right here. So, place in a town, which is Old Town, located near the Great Lakes. Place in the town include Choky Chicken, later renamed Chewy Chicken, due to the former name referring to masturbation. So Choky Chicken, masturbation. There you go, right there. That's a grown-up joke right there. That's a parody of KFC and a favorite restaurant / hangout place for Rocko, Heifer, and Filbert. And let's see, anything else here in terms of grown-up jokes? No, I don't see anything else on the setting. But yeah, there was a pretty few grown-up jokes in there that was pretty hilarious. In fact, it was even under censorship. I crappy now. So Rocko has been noted for its racy humor. Adults made up more than 1/5 of the audience for the show during this run. The series contained numerous adult innuendos, such as Rocko's brief stint as a telephone operator in the cameo in the episode Can. Basically what happened here was this: the instructions on the wall behind him helpfully remind all employees to, and I quote, be hot, be naughty, and be courteous, while he flatly repeats, oh baby, into the receiver. So it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. So again, there was quite a few adult jokes in there. Since I watched it as a kid, I will admit I didn't catch them. I wouldn't say I didn't get them, but I didn't catch them. I had to catch them in order for me to get them. So I didn't catch them. But yeah, Rocko's Modern Life is a classic, man, without question. 4 seasons, 52 episodes. That's a classic without question. All right, now let's move on to number 6, Danny Phantom. Oh my gosh, this show was really dope, man. I wish it was higher on the list, but the top 5 just blows this one out of the water for the most part. So Danny Phantom had 3 seasons and 53 episodes, and it came out April 3rd, 2004, and lasted until August 24th, 2007. What's up with these shows ending in my butt month? Like, what is that about? I want to say that Danny Phantom had a movie. I don't recall. I don't recall it. I don't recall it having a movie, like not one that hit theaters or anything like that, but I don't recall it having a movie. That's gonna bother me for a bit. I want to say it did, but I don't recall it having a movie. So basically, let's talk about this show, the premise. So basically, Danny Phantom centers on the life and adventures of Danny Fenton, not Phantom, Fenton, how ironic, who is a 14-year-old boy living in the small town of Amity Park. He lives with his ghost hunting parents, Maddie and Jack, and his overprotective but caring 16-year-old sister, Jasmine, Jazz for short. Upon pressure from his 2 best friends, Samantha Sam Manson and Tucker Foley, Danny decides to explore the ghost portal created by his parents in their attempt to bridge the real world and the ghost zone, which is the parallel universe in which ghosts reside, which, when plugged in, failed to work. Once inside, he inadvertently pressed the on button, which his parents failed to do so, thus activating the portal and infusing his DNA with ectoplasma, transforming him into a half ghost. So now, as a superhero ghost, he calls himself Danny Phantom, which is named Danny Fenton. So in his ghost form, he's Danny Phantom. Develops the ability to fly, to become invisible, to become intangible, and to overshadow, aka possess and control, people after first learning how to switch back and forth at will between his ghost and human forms. Over time, he develops much stronger abilities such as his ghost ray, which is a concentrated blast of energy he fires from his hands, his ghostly wail, which is an intensely powerful scream with sonic capabilities that knocks back anything caught in his path, and even pyrokinetic. Danny is initially frightened by his new abilities and has little control over them, but he soon learns to use them to protect his town from malevolent ghosts. Danny turns into the life of a superhero, using his powers to rid his hometown from the various ghosts who plagues it and are almost always brought into the world, thanks to the sporadic activation of the Fenton's ghost portal. So Sam, Tucker, and later on Jazz are Danny's primary allies in his ghost fighting activities. So again, it's a great show. Like there was some I want to say there was some dark moments in the show. Like there was can you call this a special where Danny had to take on his future self, and that one was dope as hell, where people actually died in that. So that was pretty dope. I will admit that was pretty dope. A lot of villains in there, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. It was really pretty funny show. Really great show. And they had a Christmas special. I think that's all they had. They had a Christmas special. Nothing about a movie, anything like that, but just a Christmas special. And actually, it got some awards and nominations. So in 2004, it won the BMI Film/TV Award under BMI Cable Award category. And then the rest, they were nominated for Annie Awards. So basically storyboarding and animation television production, character design, and storyboarding from 2006 up to 2008. So he won one award, but was nominated for so many others, especially in 2007. So great show. I thought I saw something about negativity, but no, not really. And obviously there's talk about it being revived, talk about 10 years later and things of that nature, in a crossover environment of Fairy Odd Parents. And none of that has come to fruition as of yet. But Danny Phantom, great show. I recommend you watch it. Now let's get on to the top 5. Let's go on with number 5. Doug. Now, let me explain something to you guys real quick. I mentioned that Rocko's Modern Life was the 4th ever Nicktoon. When 1993 came around, or when did this show? No, 1991, excuse me. When 1991 came around, Nickelodeon came out with 3 Nicktoons, which was like their own cartoons. And the first one they came out with was Doug. So while World Rats was the second, was the king, Doug was the godfather. This is the OG right here. This is the first right here. So Doug came out in August, again with August. So August 11, 1991, all the way up to January 2nd, 1994. Now, we ain't going to talk about the Disney version because that was never aired on Nickelodeon. And obviously, the Disney version was worse than the Nickelodeon version. So let's stick with this one. So there was, how many seasons? Now, again, because they said 7 seasons, 117 episodes. But again, no, so that's, okay. Now, I see the number. There's actually 4 seasons. And it looks like there was about 26, 39, 52 episodes that was on Nickelodeon. So 4 seasons and 52 episodes. Yes, that was aired on Nickelodeon. And then the rest out of those 117 was on ABC because that was Disney Doug at the time. So let's talk about the show. So basically, Doug revolves around what the show Doug revolves around. I don't know. Maybe it revolves around Doug. I mean, it makes sense, right? But anywho, so it revolves around Douglas Doug Funny. Yes, his last name is Funny. An 11-year-old, later 12-year-old boy who wants to be another face in the crowd, but by possessing a vivid imagination and a strong sense of morality, he is more likely to stand out. He keeps a journal, which he treats as an autobiography, as he records numerous experiences over the series, which range from learning to dance to getting a bad haircut. Doug Funny, his family, which consists of his parents, Theda and Phil, sister Judy, and his dog, Porkchop, moved from the town of Bloxburg to Bluffington after his dad receives a job promotion. Bluffington is in the United States, but not in any specific U.S. state. However, Bluffington is loosely based on the city of Richmond, Virginia, where creator Jim Jenkins was born and raised. I did not know that part. Okay. So the deal with the characters was this. So basically, bunch of characters, all of them were in different colors. Like the only one you could tell that looked like actual real life people were Doug. Actually, I'm gonna say Doug's family. Patty and her dad, you can say that they're black. It's this one guy in Roger's game who had that one big eye. What's the other one from Roger's game? Actually, no, Roger's game, but outside of Roger himself. So the one with the big eye, you could say that he's like Caucasian, and then you got Boma and Skunky, who you could say was black. And everybody else, their skins were like green or blue or purple or whatever. So, there you go with that. But Doug, again, was a great show. The music was phenomenal, especially anything done by the Beats, which was the rock and roll group that everybody loves for the most part. So the show was phenomenal. The show was great. Now, in terms of a movie, now Disney Dub had a movie, but again, we ain't talk about that. Now, in terms of Nickelodeon Dub, they had 2 TV specials. They had a Halloween special and a Christmas special. And Doug won a lot of awards. So they won a lot of awards. They were nominated for some as well. So they won the ASIFA East Animation Festival Award for Best Direction. They won the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award for Favorite Cartoon. That was in 1992 and 3. That Best Direction was in 91. They were nominated for 4 Emmys. 4 Emmys. For a lot of Emmys, basically. And they won the Oli Award. They also won the Parents' Choice Award in 93 and 94. They won the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award for Favorite Cartoon in 94 and 95. And they won the Annenberg Public Policy Center Awards for Outstanding Educational Program on a Commercial Broadcast Station in 2000. So, yeah, some of those awards were based off of Disney Doug, but for the most part, most of it was from Nickelodeon's version. So, Doug, without question, the OG, the godfather of all the Nicktoons, the very first one, dope as heck. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, let's move on to number 4. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is another classic right here. And this is one of the original Nicktoons, if memory serves me correctly. Because this joint came out, yes it was. It came out October 7th, 1996, and ended in June 8th, 2004. So this was almost a 10-year run right here. So, and there was 5 seasons. How ironic is this? 5 seasons and 100 episodes. Split that up, you got 20 episodes per season. I'm pretty sure it was not like that to be exact. No, it was not, but it's kind of funny that it was split up like that. And this show had 2 movies. And again, the newest one came out November 24th of last year. So we finally got a good ending for Hey Arnold because everybody has been clamoring for the second movie. We get more on that later. So let's talk about the premise for the show. So Hey Arnold stars a 9-year-old boy by the name of, what's his name? Arnold, maybe? Yeah. And I don't think he have a last name. But anyway, Arnold and his neighborhood friends, Gerald, who is a street smart character who generally serves as the leader of the group, and Helga, who is a girl who bullies Arnold in order to hide the fact that she's in love with him. Also, he lives with his eccentric but loving paternal grandparents, Phil and Gertrude, proprietors of the Sunset's Arm boarding house in the fictional city of Hillwood. In each episode, he often helps a schoolmate or boarding home tenant solve a problem, a personal problem, or encounters a predicament of his own. Many episodes involve urban legends, usually told by Gerald, such as superheroes or headless horsemen. Other characters include students and faculty as PS-118, Arnold's school, and the citizens of Hillwood. Certain episodes focus on the lives of supporting characters, such as the tenants of the boarding house that Arnold's grandparents own. So, some of these episodes, especially early on, they was about Arnold, but as the season went on, they kind of focused on other characters in the show, like some of the supporting characters, but Arnold's still in no episodes. He still speaks. You can still hear his voice. Not like he appeared in the background or anything like that, because the show is called Hey Arnold, but not every single episode is about Arnold. So that's unique, that's different, but that's still cool. All right, so again, now this joint had 2 movies. The first movie, if memory serves me correctly, is called Hey Arnold, the movie. That was it. And basically, it's Arnold, Gerald, and Helga trying to save their neighborhood from an evil businessman named Sketch, how you pronounce that name, who is trying to demolish their neighborhood to put up a shopping mall. So, nothing special there. We kind of seen something similar to that before in this actual show. But the second movie, this is the one that a lot of people have been clamoring for, because this was in the works back in the day, and how the actual show ended with, about Arnold's actual parents who are adventurers and how they mysteriously disappeared. It kind of ended on a Teen Titans cliffhanger, and we was like, we want to know what happened to his parents. We know y'all was working on this movie. Y'all got to finish it, blah, blah, blah. And they finally came out with the movie. It's called Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie. So basically, Arnold's class, quote unquote, won a field trip to San Lorenzo. So the key word here is quote unquote one, not one, but quote unquote one, which is the location of his missing parents. He uses this opportunity to get answers and try to find out what happened to him. And there you go with that. So first of all, that movie was great. That movie was phenomenal. And I want to say they got the original voice cast from the show in that movie. I don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure on that. And it was hilarious. There was some parts in there. Oh man, there's this one point in that had me rolling, but I forgot what it was. I was dying laughing. Oh yeah, I think this dude, he was sent flying, and he just yelled out, "K pasa." He did it like that. I was rolling. I was like, what? It was so funny. It was so funny. But I'm not gonna spoil that movie. It was a great movie. Hey Arnold was a great show. Check that out. And that's going to do it right here, man. So that's part 2 of this 3-part video right here, man. So with that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.